If all goes as planned, the first Americans will land and explore a portion of this area. Astronauts Neil A. Armstrong, Edwin E. Aldrin, and Michael Collins, the three men who will make the next and most historic round trip to the moon.
Quite a few people actually do ask a lot of questions about the lunar landings and if they were real. The flag had a horizontal bar moving through the top of it, and that was to keep the flag open because there isn't any air on the moon that would open up the flag. And so as the astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were pushing the flagpole into the ground, they had to twist the flagpole back and forth, which made it look like as if the flag was waving in the breeze. Now, as they stopped doing that, the flag would continue to wave due to something called inertia, which is the tendency for objects to stay in motion in the vacuum of space. Now, eventually the flag would stop waving because gravity's pulling down on it, and so it would slow down and then stop waving altogether. The moon's surface is actually very bright, so the dust on the moon is reflecting sunlight. And so when you use a camera, you have to use a shutter speed, which is kind of the length of time that the lens of the camera is open, so how long it's capturing light. You have to use a very short shutter speed when you're on the surface of the moon. And so the shutter speed is so short that it won't capture the faint light from the stars in the background. If you watch the video of Apollo 11 touching down on the moon, for a while Apollo 11 was traveling horizontally, and so the thrusters weren't pointed downwards, and so it wouldn't have been kicking dust into the, well, kind of around on the surface of the moon. Now eventually when it does land down, you can see dust actually be thrown up. And so yeah, there is definitely dust that's scattered around towards the end of that video. The photograph of Neil Armstrong is he's already on the surface of the moon, and he turned around to take a picture of Buzz Aldrin as he came out of the lunar module. And so it does look a little like he's in artificial lighting, but the reason why that is because so the surface of the moon reflects light, it reflects sunlight. So all of the dust on the surface will be reflecting sunlight. And that, so that just illuminates kind of the shadows of the moon. So Buzz Aldrin's kind of coming out of the lunar module in a shadow, but it's just the shadows illuminated by all of the sunlight that's reflecting from the dust.
I'll get that little piece of dandruff off.